Hey guys, Tarek with Cyclone FPV, and as you know from the video I did yesterday, I've been working on this poor quad. I mean, man, me and I tell you, this guy's a great guy. His name's Fred's out of Louisiana, and we've just been going back and forth with this spectrum issue. And I'm telling you what, it is mind blowing. So we had an issue yesterday with trying to bind it, right? And it was just really frustrating. And I'm going to tell you, here's what the final result is, and just by sheer, I guess, accident or what have you, and probably because went back and kind of just took my time and just, I don't know, put everything aside to try to figure out what the problem was. I went ahead and I tried again to bind. But this time I did not use the external receiver for satellite binding, and I did not use the module for satellite binding. Instead, and I'm taking this apart because I didn't expect this to work this time, so I just kind of did it, quickly, and all of a sudden the darn thing worked, and I'm like, holy crap, got to stop, got to call Fred, got to tell Fred we're good. But now it's only part one of two that's working, so there's a second part that we have to do now between us. But check this out. So what I've got here, and I'm only opening this up so you can see. So here is the DSMX, here's the LemonRX diversity satellite receiver, right? This is the L0037, I believe, all right? It is capable of doing DSMX 11 milliseconds. Okay, but I could not get it to work at all using the Spectrum standard receiver to attach to it, and I could not get it to work using the CLI. So part of the CLI now, I'm assuming, was me, but we're about to find out here when I do this, and we're going to see. All right, so here's how we're going to do this. I've got it connected. I've got, obviously, the red, the power is the 3.3, the ground is the black, and then the yellow is going to the DSM pad that is on the flight controller, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in, all right? And we're going to plug our power in as well. Now, I don't have power there yet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, let me get this, the BetaFlight screen, okay? And I'm going to show you, because part of the thing that I think I had a problem with, at least on my end, was the order of how you do things. I mean, it's a little squirrely with all this, but hey, nonetheless, it got to work, and so that's all that matters. So I'm going to now put BetaFlight up. All right, I'm going to do a picture-in-picture. So let me do that. There's BetaFlight. We're going to click connect. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my ports, and I'm going to make sure that my standard serial port, the right port, is selected, which it is here. After that, I'm going to go to my configuration, and if I'm sure it's 11 millisecond DSMX, I'm going to make sure to go, and I'm going to select the serial-based receiver, and I'm going to set it to Spectrum 2048. Okay. Then I'm going to click save. I'm going to click save and reboot. Okay, now I'm going to power it on. So here it goes. Actually, you know what? I don't know if you have to power it on. We're going to test this real quick because I had it powered on, but I don't think it made a difference the first round. So here we go. So I'm going to click connect now, and I'm going to go to the CLI. Here's the command, and I'm just going to use the up arrow because I already entered this command finally. I'm going to go to the up arrow, and I'm going to enter the following. And I put this little tag at the end for DSMX for my notes. So I just left it like this, and I'll leave a link of this for you to get. So I'm just going to click it. I'm going to hit enter. It says set spectrum underscore sat underscore bind space equals space 9. And then I put the hyphen for DSMX. I'm going to hit enter. Okay? And there it is right there. And then I'm going to type save. Now, the quad is going to reboot. And at that point, I'm going to take out the USB. Now I'm going to power up the quad. And I should see this go into bind mode. And there it is. Now we have this blinking light, right? And it's in bind mode. Now I'm going to take the Spectrum. Now I'm going to switch screens here. So let's do this. Now I'm going to take the Spectrum radio. And I want to show you something first. Before you do anything, you have to go to the Spectrum radio, right? So I'm going to use this DX6. And you want to go to, press your roller here, press it in, scroll all the way down to System Setup. Click yes. Are you sure you're going to turn basically the RF will be disabled? Click yes. Scroll all the way down to frame rate. And you want to make sure that you go here and see you can adjust 22 and 11. You want to adjust it to 11 and then scroll down, and you could have DSM2 or DSMX. Make sure you have DSMX. Click next, and then that's our set. And then just click exit and click back and get out, right? Now I'm going to turn it off. Now watch what happens. And listen to it too. I'm going to hold my bind. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to let go. And there it is, DSMX 11 milliseconds. We could never get this to work any other way, including the CLI prior, okay? Now we have DSMX, we saw 11 milliseconds. holy cow, we're golden. So what we're going to do now is we're going to plug in the USB. Okay. We're going to verify that everything is set. Calibrate. Let's go to our receiver. And we are ready to go. So my mode says arm. See, that'll be arm, right? So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to my receiver, make sure all my values are right, which they are. And then I'm going to go to my motors tab to test this. Turn that on. And all of a sudden, there you go. My motors are spinning. Look at that. Okay, now I've got a, sorry, that's my fault. I've got a smoke stopper, which really limits. Okay, I need the beeping to stop. It's kind of, and there you go. So I just got it started again. And there you go. Motors are running and everything arms. Works like a champ. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful. I'm glad we didn't give up on this. Let me turn that off. I mean, look, here's the deal. No matter how much, and I guess maybe I'm overly excited here. I don't know. I'm excited, right? The reason I'm excited is, here's a couple things. Number one, we worked as a group to solve this problem. Fred, the guy that owns this, stayed in touch with me. He didn't give up on us. And even though I think I frustrated him at times, he hung in there with me. Fred thought the board was bad, the flight controller. I thought the receiver was bad. Turns out neither one were bad, but the difference is, and this is something I was explaining to Fred, and I'm sure some of you guys will understand, we don't just swap parts out, right? So, and I was telling Fred that, and he was wondering why I asked for another receiver and why. And I tried to explain, I said, look, when you send us something and it doesn't work, I can't just assume that it's the part on the drone, right? And Fred's got a lot of history with the DSMX protocol. So he knew his receiver was good. In his mind, he knew it was good. I've had a lot of history with the flight controller, so I knew based on testing that the flight controller was good. What we had to get through each other's head was, okay, maybe both are good and there's something else. Because we took the time and a few days to go by to really go through one by one, man, not only were we able to find out that both pieces of hardware were good, we were able to find out that the best method is going to be to use the CLI, at least that's my recommendation at this point. Use the CLI, set it at 9 for 2048, set it at 5 for 1024. Set your radio properly and you're good to go. All right? At the end of the day, it worked. And I want to thank Fred and I want to thank him. I mean, the man is, he just didn't give up on us. And I'm like I've told you guys, I'm always learning. There's guys out there that they say they know everything. And honestly, probably they edit their videos and make some phone calls in the background to try to solve the answer, and then that's it. I'll tell you, if I'm learning something or if I'm stumped, I reach out and I ask all of you. Fred was cool enough to let me do that. And hey, we're done. So anyways, that's a long ending to this video. I think the ending took more than the video. But I just want to say a shout out to Fred. Thank you. And to the rest of you guys that did try to chime in and help, thank you very much. Turns out at the end of the day, the process just needed to be done a little bit better. And now that we know, we're going to share that with you guys. If you have any questions, please. Wait, I'm supposed to edit this. So you know what? Hold on. I'm going to put the new thing on here. So give me a second. All right, let me unplug this USB because I don't need it on there. Let me go here. And let me edit this and say, okay, so I think it's, sorry, I'm doing this because I promised that, promised our guy would do this. So I think it's facebook.com/groups/ is that right? Cyclone FPV. Let me hit that and see if that takes us to our group. Yes, perfect. So I'm going to edit this let me see if I can do that. Let me see. So I'm going to delete, and I'm going to go to I got to put this in here, guys. Sorry, but it's facebook.com/groups. I know this totally screws up the video. /Cyclone FPV. All right. And there you go. I did it. Ron, I told you I'd do it. So let me shrink the text down a little bit. Is that right? Facebook.com/groups/ /Cyclone FPV. Okay, done. All right, so there you go. If you have any questions, guys, please, actually, this was recommended by some of our users, and we had some guys out there that were really helping out too. Go to our Facebook page, go to our group page there. We've got a lot of people that are standing by to help you out if you need help. Okay, and I'll get it too, and I'll check it out as well. But it's actually faster support in some things that anybody can answer the questions on. And then if they're stumped, you can always reach out to me. So do that, and that'll help you out. And then also, please follow our Facebook page at Cyclone FPV. And then, as always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Things like this are amazing, and I love when things come together, man. I'm so pumped, guys, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a great day today. I hope you guys have a great day. Fred, I'm so pumped to know you, man. I'm going to be sending this back to you. Everybody else, God bless. Spend time with your family. You don't know how much time you got left, so please, by all means, go spend time with them. Go fly later, guys. Until next time, we will see you guys later. Peace!